In this video, I survived 20 days as a giant rock monster in Creatures of Sonaria. The giant rock monster is called the Gnolrock, but to become a giant Gnolrock, I must start as a tiny baby Gnolrock. I'm going to be growing the Sonarian world, starting as a tiny rock and try to survive to adulthood while facing many challenges along the way. If you don't know, each day in Creatures of Sonaria is approximately 10 minutes. So join me on my journey as I survive and adventure as a Gnolrock and see what challenges awaits me. Like and subscribe and let's get started. So on day 1, as you can see, I've spawned into the Sonarian lands, and as you can see, I am a very tiny rock as of now, and man, I can't wait to grow. Hopefully we grow. But yeah, alright, let's do this. So while walking around, I saw that there was a nanotoxin in the distance, and I definitely want to stay away from those because those are dangerous. I found a little cave with a little polymonstrum, and from the looks of it, it was also trying to grow, and I thought to myself, could we possibly grow together? So after hanging out with the polymonstrum for a while, it began following me, and this was amazing. I already have a friend to accompany me while I try to grow, and it's also trying to grow, so this was great. So from the looks of it, me and the polymonstrums, I guess you can say, are pretty much now friends, and I decided to stop by here for some food since I wanted to keep my hunger as full as possible. I really wanted to give this polymonstrum a name, so I decided to name it Bobby because I am a very creative person, especially at names. Me and little Bobby went to the desert oasis, and I spotted a huge Gnolrock running towards a Auroran, and I thought I was about to witness a huge battle commence. But no, the Gnolrock was just probably trying to scare the Auroran. So now it is officially day 2, and little Bobby decided to come and give me some meat, but sadly I am a herbivore, but I still thanked him anyways. And then me and little Bobby decided to go for a little exploration, and it was just adorable watching little Bobby carry a hunk of meat on his head while we traveled. So I got a pack invite from Shinobi Kid 210, and surprisingly it was little Bobby, and after I joined the pack, little Bobby was so excited that he began running in circles. Hey, you and me, little Bobby, we are both gonna conquer the world together, am I right? Oh yeah, I forgot, Bobby doesn't talk. Okay, so little Bobby wanted to go for a little swim, so I just sat here while he swam, since he is a semi-aquatic, and man, look at him having so much fun. At this point, I was beginning to think that Bobby was probably one of those players who just don't talk at all. It turned nighttime, and it was extremely cold because it was wintertime, and in the winter, you lose hunger faster, and you are a lot slower. And me and little Bobby had to find a place to sleep for the night. So before going to bed, as you can see, little Bobby is already asleep. I decided to snack on a little bit of grass and then go to sleep. So I headed over to Bobby, and as you can see, I accidentally bumped into him and startled him, but it's okay. I just came to take a little rest next to him. Okay, so the night was starting to settle in, and little Bobby could not fall asleep, but he eventually did go to sleep later in the night, and I was there just to keep him warm. So on day 3, the sun was beginning to rise, and the thing about little Bobby is that he got up quite early, and you know what he did? He picked up his piece of meat and then dropped it continuously over and over again. And then right after he did it a few more times, he just went back to bed. So I finally decided to wake up, and the sun was up by then, and yeah, I decided to go and nibble on a little bit of grass while little Bobby just sat there with the meat on his head watching me like he normally would. A little bit after that, I decided to go to get a little drink, and little Bobby was also getting a little drink, and for some reason little Bobby just accidentally grabbed onto me, which I didn't mind at all. But yeah, after that he decided to go for a little swim, and then he picked up his piece of meat, and we were on our way to our next adventure. Come on, little buddy, you can make it. Hurry, get over here. Alright, there you go. He has now caught up with me. And now, I am extremely slow still since I literally am a walking rock. So, you know, I'm quite heavy myself. Okay, so me and little Bobby decided to climb up this mountain, and out of nowhere, little Bobby grew. And as you can see, he was now the size of me. And man, that is awesome. And to celebrate, I had a little seizure for him. After the celebration, me and little Bobby decided to go and explore this mountain. And me and little Bobby got on the side of the cliff, and I don't know why, but I don't know where little Bobby just decided to go for a little dive bomb and went in the water. So I was like, why not? I'm coming with you. So I went in the water with little Bobby, and from the looks of it, little Bobby was just flexing his swimming skills on me. As you can see, I swim at like 1 mile an hour, and he was just sitting there waiting for me. on the sand, and yeah, he was waiting for me. Look at him. Look at him right there, Bobby. How dare you, Bobby? After the swim, me and little Bobby decided to take a little rest on the side of the swamps, and yeah, we just rested. Oh, I found myself some food and started nibbling on it to try to keep my hunger as full as possible, and I'm pretty sure Bobby was pretty hungry himself because I have not seen him eat for a while. So now it was officially day 4 and little Bobby decided to go and wander off, and I was really curious what he was doing. So I decided to follow him and make sure that he stays safe. And from the looks of it, yep, he really needed food. But the thing about this food was it was rotten, so he really couldn't eat it. So for some reason, food spawned out of the skies, and Bobby didn't see it. So I was like, hey Bobby, come here, come eat this. So little Bobby saw it and he started eating it right away. And I'm glad that now his tummy is full and my tummy is full. Once again, we are now traveling, and of course, Bobby being Bobby, he's carrying his food on his head, and right here, little Bobby was struggling a little bit to get up here. Look at him. Look at him struggle. Oh, there we go. Oh, he got up here. Oh, nice. Okay, so the night was slowly starting to settle in, and I sat there thinking to myself, are me and Bobby gonna be like this forever? Are we gonna be friends forever? I have no idea, but we'll have to see. So on day 5, the night has settled in, and little Bobby already fell asleep on the cliffside over there, and I decided to come and sleep in this little bush because I did not want to be spotted by predators while I was sleeping. And soon after, Bobby woke up and realized that I was not there anymore. So he was looking for me, and he finally saw that I was in these bushes, so he headed over and came to sleep right next to me. So little Bobby decided to wake up and go for a little swim in the middle of the night. And yeah, I guess he likes swimming in the middle of the night. So on day 6, Bobby got up quite early and he just stood there. So I was like, you know what? I guess I'll get up a little early for you, Bobby. So me and little Bobby just went and walked around, and he stopped for a little feast and he ate all of his food. So yeah, I decided to go and find myself some food also, and I found a little patch of grass and began feasting. So I saw little Bobby just sitting in the mud over there looking out into the distance, and I decided to go over and also get in the mud. Here we go, guys. Look at us squirming around in the mud. And actually going in the mud actually gives you a health boost and a regeneration boost, so that's great. And Bobby decided to grab onto me, so I knew exactly what we were gonna do. We're gonna try to cross this ocean right here with this ice path. All right, hopefully the ice does not melt before we get to the other side. Let's do this. Bobby, we made it across. You don't have to be scared anymore, Bobby. You can get off of me now. Guys, I think Bobby was terrified. Bobby? Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, he's a little bit better now. Okay, let's keep on going over here. Oh, what? Finally, guys, we finally grew to our first stage. We are now 18. Let's go. Look at how big we are now. This is great. I am a teen. Bobby is a teen. I'm actually not even sure what age Bobby is right now, but I've only seen him grow once, so I'm pretty sure he still has another evolution. And look at him. He's just swimming around while I watch him. Well, would you look at that? Bobby is grabbing onto me again. On day 7, me and Bobby decided to go adventuring like we normally would because there's really not much to do, and Bobby is extremely excited today because he's going way ahead of me. What the heck? Okay, so there's a little green Brequek and a Uvius, and it looks like the Uvius is trying to kill this Brequek. Oh gosh. Oh wait, what? Wait, no, did the Brequek just die? Uvius, I don't think you want to mess with a rock, okay? A rock will literally destroy you. Oh wait, what? The Brequek's right here. No way. Okay, guys, I think I just saved the Brequek. Oh, sadly, I cannot fit into the cave, and it is slowly turning nighttime, and I can see through the map somehow, but yeah, I guess Bobby will be sleeping inside of there while I sleep out here. So on day 8, I noticed that Bobby was acting a bit strange. He got out of his cave, and he decided to go. I thought he was going for a little swim, like he normally would, but from the looks of it, he just kept on going. So I noticed that Bobby was going so far, and I was really curious where he was headed to. Okay, so I decided to follow Bobby, and from the looks of it, Bobby is heading to the oasis, but sadly I ran out of stamina since it is wintertime, and I am extremely slow. So I kept on walking, and I noticed that Bobby went all the way to the oasis, which is a very, very bad idea. So I wanted to catch up in case anything happens, but as I expected, he was attacked immediately and he was about to die. And out of nowhere, a volcanic eruption started happening, and this was not looking too good. No, Bobby! Bobby! No, no. Wow, guys, look, it's a little poly monstrum. Okay, me and Bobby are going to be friends forever. Oh, look at little Bobby sitting with me. Don't worry, little Bobby, I'll keep you warm. Oh my gosh, guys, no way, Bobby grew! Oh man, would you look at that? Look at little Bobby swimming down there. Are me and Bobby gonna be like this forever? Are we gonna be friends forever? I have no idea, but we'll have to see. Let's go, Bobby! We will make it to the other side! And of course, Bobby is hanging on to me. No, Bobby! Bobby!
Are you all my personal dreams? Everything you know is in your mind.
Day 9, sadly, Bobby was killed. I had no idea what to do, and all I could think about was Bobby. It was a volcanic eruption, and there were a bunch of dangerous creatures at the oasis, and all I could do was hide and wait out the volcanic eruption. That was my only chance of survival at this point. So as soon as the volcanic eruption ended, I tried to get out of the oasis as soon as possible before I was spotted. At this point, I had to get away as far as possible. All I could think about was Bobby, but knowing Bobby, he wanted me to live. And at the corner of my eye, I saw that there was a lizard running towards me, but thankfully, it went up onto the oasis and did not come for me. You will be remembered. I will live for you, and I will survive and grow big and strong and try to avenge you if I can. So on day 10, this Aries wanted to accompany me, and I did not mind at all, but all I was thinking about was what happened to Bobby. So while traveling with the Aries, all I could think about was Bobby. And this Aries was a very, very joyful Aries, and they had no idea what was going on and what I was going through. Now it is nighttime, and I wanted to find a place to sleep because a lot of things have happened, and I didn't want to think about it anymore, and I just wanted to go to sleep and stop thinking about everything and just get some rest. So while I was trying to get some rest, I noticed that there was a little Bizu family, and the Aries was talking and hanging out with them, and I found that very, very joyful and very, very humble. So on day 11, I woke up to the Aries asking me if I was good, and yeah, I was feeling a lot better than I was, but still, I knew that it would not be the same without Bobby. I took some time to think about what happened to Bobby, and knowing Bobby, Bobby would not like for me to get revenge, because revenge does not solve anything. So from this day forward, I thought to myself, I'm gonna live life to the fullest, just for Bobby, and I will survive and grow. The Aries that accompanied me was a very, very friendly Aries, and the Aries met a bunch of new friends. So on day 12, I decided that I wanted to travel by myself and explore by myself because I did not want to cause any harm or danger to anybody else after what happened to Bobby. So while walking around, I found a little family here, and there was a Uvius, a red Requek, and a little tiny Malurk. And Malurks are very, very adorable creatures, and as soon as I got to them, they got all scared of me, and they ran away because I was probably much bigger than them. So I wanted to gain their trust, and they got very close to me. And from the looks of it, they began trusting me, and they said hi to me. And of course, I had to reply back with hello. And man, this was amazing. Again, I have not seen a Malurk in a while, and it just makes me very happy to see a Malurk. And look at them. Look at them all saying hi to me. Yes, look at this. This is amazing. I am making new friends. So on day 13, I was gonna go and explore and leave those creatures and let them be because I did not want to cause any trouble to them. And the thing was that they decided to follow me, which was kind of weird, but I did not mind at all because they're doing it at their own will. And as you can see, the Uvius was the one that was most excited to be around me, so I was really excited about that. But while swimming across this river, it really reminded me a lot of when me and Bobby swam across it. And as you can see, I have grown to adult, and man, we are getting so close, and we are doing very well. On day 14, I stopped by a tree to get a little snack from the grass, and the Uvius was still flying around and following me, and it started raining, and it was beginning to turn dark. So as it turned dark, I decided to go and take a rest on this tree right here, and this I believe is the elder tree, and it is a huge tree, and it is very beautiful. So I decided to rest the night here and waited till morning. So on day 15, it was finally morning, and I woke up, and again, the Uvius is still following me, which I don't mind at all. And I passed by this area right here, which brings back a lot of memories, and I just kept on walking and going about my day as the Uvius followed me. It was really cold, and it was wintertime, and I wanted to get into a area where I would stop getting cold and getting hypothermia, so I wanted to stay under this little cave for a little while. So on day 16, I was walking around and adventuring, and I saw that there was a glimmer hygos staring down on me. And the hygos is a apex predator in the lands of Sonaria, and it is definitely one of the strongest creatures, so I definitely wanted to keep my distance since it was aggroing at me. So the hygos got a little bit closer and started doing its aggro animation again, and it was probably trying to tell me to get away from it and get out of its sight, so I decided to run and get away. So on day 17, it is now morning, and as you can see, the hygos is still following me. This is not a good thing because hygoses, again, they are apex predators and will hunt down anything that walks upon it. And as you can see, it just demolished that little creature. At this point, I was thinking that the hygos was probably super hungry and was going to hunt me down. So I decided to stand my ground and ward it off because it was getting way too close, and it's been following me this entire time. The hygos is getting extremely close, and it's also standing its ground, and we may have to fight and battle it out right here. Hygos is not backing down, and it started charging towards me, and it got the first hit, and now the battle really started. And the thing about the Gnolrock is it is extremely tanky, and it has the rock breath, and just with that I was able to take it down, and I didn't even get below half HP, and man, the Gnolrock is insanely overpowered. I went all the way to the volcano to check out what was going on, and I wanted to explore, and I noticed that there was a silhouette of a dragon. And that right there is the Parahexilion, one of the legendary creatures in the lands of Sonaria, and as you can see, it was guarding its volcano, and I definitely did not want to fight it. So from the looks of it, the dragon has found me out and sensed my presence, so I wanted to get away because it began walking towards me. So on day 19, I saw that there was a token and I wanted to go get it, but sadly the Parahexilion swooped from above and took it away from me, and it flew back on top of its volcano. From the looks of it, the Parahexilion did not like that I was around its volcano, and it started charging towards me, and I wanted to stand my ground, and it just kept on coming. So I was thinking we probably had to fight here. Cillian got the first hit in, and I got a few more hits along with my rock breath, which the rock breath has a chance to break bones, which allows the Parahexilion to not fly and slow down. and I bit it and I saw that it was massively bleeding and I did not want to kill it, and I just wanted to show them who is boss around here. As you can see, the Paraxylon had to heal off since it was extremely low, and I did not want to kill it because all I wanted to do was show that who is boss around here, and the Paraxylon walked away. So on day 20, that concludes this survival journey, and as you can see, I'm 100 out of 100, and now we can become Elder, and as you can see, we're now even bigger and even stronger, and the Gnolrock is definitely one of the strongest creatures in the game. And that concludes this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and that is how I survived 20 days as a Gnolrock in Creatures of Sonaria. Thank you all so much for watching to the end, and be sure to comment down below what you want to see next. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.